ago, I wrote a blog post for Pets After Dark on heat exhaustion and heat strokes. And I thought today would be the perfect day to illustrate this because it is a overcast day and yet it's 95 degrees and the humidity feels like it's 1,000,000%. But it's hot and it's humid and there's no wind. This is like the perfect storm to be able to experience heat exhaustion and a heat stroke. We want to avoid taking our dogs out at this time of day for extended periods of time. Today is not the day for long hikes or for long walks. Dogs cannot dissipate heat as easily as we can, and they can suffer from heat way faster than we can. You want to make sure that you provide shelter, shade, cool water at all times. What are the symptoms of heat exhaustion, you may ask? Panting heavily, drooling, progressing to shaking, collapse, vomiting. These are all progressive signs of heat exhaustion to heat stroke. I also want to pay special attention to our brachycephalic breeds. By that I mean bulldogs, French bulldogs, Boston Terriers, everybody that has a pushed-in nose. These breeds notoriously have small airways, stenotic nostrils, small tracheas, elongated soft palates. So they have natural obstruction in their airways. Knowing that dogs will dissipate heat by panting, these airways that are obstructive will make them overheat very, very fast. So these are not temperatures to take these dogs out. We often say and just keep them inside until November, but there's some truth to that. Temperatures like these will make them suffer in no time. Same goes for your outdoor kitties or your cat colonies. Make sure they have shelter and make sure that they have cold water also. It's really, really important. We don't talk about cats and heat exhaustion symptoms, and I think it's really important to mention a few things. Kitties that are hot actually can do some open mouth breathing, but one of the first signs that they are getting overheated is that they'll start over grooming a lot, because that's how they dissipate heat, by grooming. So that can be an indication, especially if your kitty's been restless and pacing. If he starts grooming excessively, do consider heat exhaustion in these cases also. As human beings, we eliminate and regulate our heat by sweating. Dogs and cats do not have as many sweat glands as we do, only between their foot pads. And so their most common way to dissipate heat is by panting. And for that reason, they tend to be more sensitive to heat exhaustion. A few years back, we had a well-meaning pet sitter who took Dixie on a long, long walk on a hot, sunny day. And one thing that can happen to dogs on hot pavements is to burn their paw pads. Well, poor Dixie was so severely burned that she needed surgery to debride her foot pads, and she had to wear bandages for several days. And so that was a really unfortunate situation that could have been avoided had the pet sitter really thought about the heat of the pavement. On a 95-degree day, the pavement temperature will reach 150 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot, and that's when paws get burned. Also, if you want to be kind to wildlife, go ahead and leave a few bowls of water scattered in your garden. They get thirsty also.
You put down the phone, you've nowhere to go.